Good morning to you. Oh, I feel so excited. I honestly feel so excited. I could not sleep last night. I think it was maybe after 1 o'clock before I actually went to sleep. And I was just buzzing, really buzzing in a excited, content, yummy way. And I wanted to share with you what happened. Well, not all of what happened, but just some of what happened. So I went to a bit of a function yesterday, and for 6 hours of my day, I sat in a room full of all different kinds of people, all different shapes and sizes, and all different personalities, and from all walks of life, doing all kinds of different things. And we had the most amazing speakers. And I just feel incredibly pumped to continue doing what I'm doing and really focusing and harnessing my gifts to be able to help as many people as possible. And one of the speakers, he was our last speaker, he was a lad called John Lofton. And he spoke about suicide and coming from an incredibly poor, rough background. He spoke about his work, and please go and look him up. Sorry, I've got a bit of sleep in my eye. It's still really early. I should really start having a wash and a shower before I come and speak to you. I just do these videos when I feel inclined to do them. I'm sitting here in meditation, and I always feel drawn to speak. And he just said a few things in his speech that really hit home, to the point where I was welling up when he was talking about them. And he mentioned Indigenous, and he's a lad from council estates in Edinburgh, and his main point was that the people that are making rules and regulations and systems to help people like himself are made from people that have no experience of living the way that they live. And he was talking about himself as being Indigenous, and it really did something very powerful to me. And I mention this a lot with my videos and my work about giving trauma a voice, giving people a voice, listening to understand, rather than, I feel like I'm getting emotional even talking about it again. And I did just everything about what he was saying was fantastic, and the work that he's doing. And he was basically saying that, you know, he's just a lad from Edinburgh who dared to dream, and I felt every word that he said, because that's how I feel about what I'm doing, the work that I do, the things that I say. And it's, and I, and that is sort of the sole purpose of what I am trying to do, is to give the taboo a voice, to give the darkness a voice, to give the things that we hide a voice, because that's the only way that other people can experience and listen, and therefore understand what it actually takes to heal people and change communities and really address what is actually happening in the world around us. Because systems and policies and ways of being have been built by people that have no experience in those areas, those parts of life. And for me, it's how can those processes and systems address the needs of those people, or of those things that need fixing. I don't, and speaking with my bestest friend in the yesterday was a real big day. It was a really big day yesterday. Speaking with my bestest friend in the whole world made me understand something even more paramount and profound about what I'm doing, and it just boils down to how can we help, how can we support, how can we truly heal if we do not understand. And that for me is the reason why I am doing this, and why I will continue to do this, because victims of suicidal thoughts, victims of abuse, victims of bad neighborhoods and all that kind of stuff don't talk, for loads of different reasons. And I feel like in the talking and the way that we talk and the way that we listen and the way that we understand is the thing that will start building better systems and better processes to be able to deal with this kind of stuff. And he was saying about, children, we're society that, brings children up, they are seen and not heard. And, you respect your elders and this kind of thing. And I don't believe in any of that stuff. That's how I was brought up, and I fought against it tooth and nail. And I will still do. I feel that everyone should be seen and heard, and that everyone has a right to a voice, whatever they have to say. And I'm here for it. I'm just here for it all. I'm here for it. I welcome it. I'm so excited. So excited. I mean, this time of year is an exciting time anyway, the spring and everything jumping back into fullness. But yeah, the opportunities that are coming, and the stuff that the universe is putting in front of me is literally just, it's just making me so excited. And in a room full of people yesterday, everybody spoke about in the backbone of literally every conversation that I overheard or that I was part of was that collaboration, togetherness was what they were wanting, connection. And it was like, yes, like, it just literally made me so excited. And in times where we had an opportunity to chat as small groups, it was amazing to see that some of the businesses and the collaborations that were already happening within a few short weeks had led to businesses becoming better. And I think that for me is the underlying ethos around why I built Anchor. Is together is so much better. Whether it's 2, 3, 4 groups, businesses, everything is better together. Everything is better working together, listening, and talking to the charities and the community interest groups yesterday was just enlightening, because the struggles that they're facing in their own worlds, and the problems boil down to is isolation, separation, competition. People competing over funding, people competing over who's using their services, and a lot of them speaking out and say, we're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to help the people. Why are we not meshing? And there's this, I think when you're trying to do something and, when you're passionate about something, it's very easy to put, my way is the only way, and my way, I'm doing this and I'm getting this many people, and it becomes very egotistical. And therefore it sort of impacts the separation even more. And I see this locally, even in relationships that I have around myself and in my small communities as well, is is this sort of lack of being able to see another person's point of view or another person standing on a viewpoint. At the end of the day, we're all looking at one, like if you can imagine, I don't know, let me just pick something at random. If we're all looking at this one person standing in the middle, and we all stand round and we look at this person, we all see a completely different view of that person. And I think that is a completely natural and sometimes very confusing thing for people to grasp, is because we're all standing round and looking at this one person. We all have a different viewpoint of that one person. If I'm standing in front, I can see the person's face, I can see the person's reactions, smile maybe, body language, I can read that person. If I'm standing behind that person, then it's a blank canvas and I can put anything onto that person. It's everything that's within inside me that I project onto that person. The same from the sides. You may see someone who has a neutral face from the side and see it as they're being very stern because they're not communicating with you. So much of what we understand and our perception of someone is through communication. And I've just been watching so much information and documentaries on communication and how we receive information, and it just all makes so much sense to me. And I was putting some of those practices into yesterday in the function, and honestly, people just fascinate me. People fascinate me beyond belief. And I wanted to, in my work, what I would like to do is for you to learn how to know yourself, to understand yourself, because when you know yourself, you become completely, what's the word I'm looking for? Let me just use an example. If you start paying attention to when you actually are hungry, this is a really simple one. Part of the work, what I would like you to do is to learn when you are actually hungry. Your body has a need to fuel itself. If you can learn to listen to that inner voice, the inner voice of when you are actually in need of food or hungry, all your problems about your weight, your self-esteem, your energy levels, everything will be sorted out. Because we are surrounded, we are bombarded by messages of eat this, do this, go here. And it's all subliminal messages for your eyes to tell your brain that your stomach is hungry. It's all from the outside. I can guarantee that probably 90% of the time that you think that you're hungry, you've probably just seen an advert on TV, you've seen a billboard, you've smelt a smell that's been pumped out into your street, you've had co-workers leave their table to go and get something to eat. There are so many outside influences around us telling us how we feel, that we stop listening to the voice inside. And that is just one of the many things that I would like to teach you. I don't want you to listen to every single word that I say and do everything that I do. I'm here to invite you to start listening to yourself, because that's all that I do. I trust in myself. I trust that I will make the right decisions. I trust that I will do good deeds. I trust in myself that I eat when I want to eat and drink when I want to drink and see the people I want to see and say the words that I need to say. And it's taken a hell of a lot of work to get to that point. But as I keep saying in other videos, I have become a safe place. A safe place. Nothing outside of myself is something that I need unless I say that I need it. And I know that probably sounds a bit kooky because maybe you haven't heard it before, but that is what I am here on this planet to teach you. I'm not here to teach you how to think about things. I'm teaching you to learn yourself how you need to think about things. Listen to your intuition. Listen to the voices that come from inside. Separate the feelings of ego. Use your own discernment about what is right for you and what is not right for you. Yesterday, after posting the video, which I posted, you can go back and have a look at that, I got told that the way that I think is dangerous. And I want to address that because it is dangerous the way that I think. It is dangerous, and I completely agree. But it's only dangerous to the person that I'm disagreeing with. It's only dangerous from the other perspective, isn't it? I got told that I needed professional help. Professional help with what is the question that I wanted to ask. It's just a person's perception. And it's completely valid. Through their eyes, through their lens, through their thoughts. Everything is valid. Everything is valid. Every person's opinion is valid. But there are truths that can't be ignored. And how can I say it? The work that I do is, and the reason why I'm speaking out is not to cause harm, and I know that I keep saying this. It's to offer a different perspective. That's to offer something else. The message that comes to me every single day is, if you build it, they will come. In other words, giving another perspective on a viewpoint can give someone a better understanding about how they feel about their own lives and their own perspectives. I've been asked to stop talking, to stop saying the things that I'm saying. And the only reply that I have to that is, stop giving me things that I need to talk about. It really is that simple. And I mean that in the with everything, with life in general. Why do we talk about the things that we talk about? Why do we get on Facebook and write these things about different companies, about how they've done us wrong and how they've ripped us off? And why did we complain about so and so down the road who's cut down some tree that we really liked? There's a place for it all, and what I am trying to do with my work is to accept that there are all different opinions and all different ways of being are valid, and it's about working together peacefully to be able to come up with a collaboration. Honestly, it was amazing yesterday. It was amazing to sit in a room full of, I don't know how many people there. I don't know. But literally, I tried to go around as many different people as possible, and every single one of them said the same thing. Collaboration, working together, knowing that you have an agenda, knowing that you have a perspective on something, knowing that you have your own goals, dreams and wants and needs in life, and still be able to work with somebody else. Whether that be a business partner, a friendship, a relationship, whatever that is, work together on a common viewpoint, and that's it. That's it. That is what we need to do moving forward, and I mean everybody. Know yourself. Learn to love yourself. That's the message. That is, listen to yourself. Listen to your own guidance. Listen to the voice that comes from inside. Don't be swayed. Don't be coerced. Don't be manipulated. Know yourself. Choose what is right for you. Be the person that you need to be. That is where true happiness comes from. I really hope this helps. Have a great day.